Okay, so this is called two-step equations. The reason these are called two steps is because we're trying to get the variable alone. So in this case, like c, we're trying to get c by itself. And there are two things blocking c from being by itself on one side of the equal sign. So the 7 is blocking c from being alone, and the -9 is blocking c from being alone. So your job is to get rid of the 7 and get rid of the -9. And the order does matter here. The order is pretty important here. So generally what I recommend is if you have adding or subtracting going on, I recommend getting rid of that first and then getting rid of any multiplication or division. So sometimes when we're solving equations, we actually kind of, not always, but we kind of do PEMDAS backwards, right? Like PEMDAS. So we do, sometimes we'll do the addition, subtraction first, and then work our way to the multiplication and division. Okay, so let's do that. Whatever is happening here, you want to do the opposite. So if it's +7, you want to do -7 on both sides. So 61 minus 7 is going to give you 54. And then that's going to be equal to -9c. And the reason that the 7 disappears is because what's 7 minus 7? It's 0. But like, do we really need to write +0? No, we can just write -9c and leave it there. Now, what we have to do is we have to get rid of the -9. So what's the -9 doing currently to the c here? Oops, sorry. It's multiplying the c. So we need to divide it. We also want to do the opposite. So if it's multiplying, we're dividing. And we're going to divide by, -9, sorry. So 54 divided by -9 is -6, and then that's going to be equal to c. Why is it just c here? Well, -9 and -9, when you divide them like that, you get 1. So really what we're saying is it's 1c, but we just write c. So, okay? All right, let's look at a few more. There are some with like division and stuff in them. So how about this one? So again, I recommend doing any addition, subtraction stuff first. So this is -37. In order to undo that, we need to add 37 to both sides. So what we're going to have is -z over 5 is going to be equal to, those cancel, that's 0. 37 minus 18 would be 19, I think. It's kind of big numbers. And then from here, we got to take care of this 5 here and the negative, actually. So you can think of it as kind of a -5 altogether in one. So how do we are currently dividing by -5 here. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply by -5. The 5, we'll get rid of the 5, and the negative, we'll get rid of the negative there. Okay? So whatever we do on the left side, we have to do on the right side as well. So when we do this, we're just left with z is equal to whatever 19 times -5 is. I think that's -95. There. And that's how you would do that one. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more here if you want to see them. So, but you're always welcome to go and work on the DeltaMath whenever you feel like you're ready. Okay, how about this one? So you have -7x plus 30. So we got the 30 to get rid of and the -7 to get rid of. And like I said, I recommend getting rid of the 30 first. So we're going to -30 on both sides. And we're left with -7x is equal to 28. 30 minus 30 is 0, so it just goes away. And then what's the -7 doing to the x right now? It's currently multiplying it, so we're going to divide by -7. When we do that, we get that x is equal to 28 divided by -7 would give you -4. Okay? All right, last one. 43 is equal to 20 plus 0 over 3. So we have addition here, 20, so we're going to minus the 20 first. We're going to be left with 23. 43 minus 20 is 23. 20 minus 20 is 0, so we don't write it. And then we're going to be left with that's equal to z over 3. So what's the 3 doing right now to the z here? It's dividing it. So we're going to multiply by 3 to kind of undo that. So it's going to be 3 times 23 is 69 is equal to the 3's cancel and then z. So that would be how you would finish that one.